Greetings one, greetings all, welcome back to What the Hell Did I Just Watch? As always, I'm your host, Oscar Reedlin, and it is my honour and a pleasure and a privilege to jump with you through these blissful realms. It is part 3 of the MCU. Yes, we're going to be realm jumping from the MCU to the MCU to the MCU. We're going to be realm jumping through the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Thank you kindly for joining us here today. If you want to be a permanent part of this carnage, this mayhem, this madness, then all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, rock and roll, come on over and be a permanent realm jumper, and you can join us for each and every adventure. Do not miss it. It is wild and it is crazy, and we like to keep it freaky and awesome. We like to keep it manic, yes we do. On this particular adventure we'll be talking about creations, crafts, things that exist in the realm of the MCU, things that exist in the realm of Marvel, like for instance Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2 and 3, how their soundtrack is just the gospel. Their soundtrack is just bliss. Absolutely love each and every single one of the Guardians of the Galaxy's soundtrack. It just keeps getting better and better and better. Like the first one bossing it, the second one slaying it, and the third one bringing that mayhem. Yes indeed, if you've not seen any of the Guardians of the Galaxy's crafts and creations, go see them. Get on Spotify, not sponsored, but get on Spotify, download those soundtracks, or come over to this particular realm all around us. Listen to those soundtracks in the meantime. Yes indeed, enjoy yourself and listen to each and every one of them, because I mean, I love them all and it hits, it really does. But I absolutely love Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 soundtrack. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 soundtrack is absolutely amazing. It's just, I can just hear it now, just listening to it. It is bliss. And also Thor Ragnarok has an epic kick-ass soundtrack that is amazing. Like, I could go through each and every one of the Marvel creations and the Marvel sort of realms and universes that exist in the entirety of the Marvel realm. Like Wakanda, not Wakanda Forever, I mean that has a good one, but Black Panther, the first one, has a fantastic soundtrack. It's got epic vibes. It's got very like historical Wakandan like heritage soundtrack vibes, because they're personal and they're powerful and it means so much. And I absolutely love the soundtrack to Black Panther. It is it's bossing. So if you've not listened or like know of any Marvel MCU Cinematic Universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe soundtracks, go listen to them. You've got Guardians 1 to 3, you've got Black Panther, you've got Thor Ragnarok, you've got a lot, you've got a ton in there, and they just spread out through. And obviously you've got the classic Avengers soundtrack with the good songs in there, and your sort of well-known modern, like, well not modern but sort of like in your face Avengers, you know, theme song, Spider-Man theme song, Spider-Man 1994, you know, anything like that. Just go listen to them, because I could talk about the MCU theme songs, I could talk about the MCU music constantly, because it has, just let me take a breath, it has some bangers in there. It really does. It has some bangers in there, and it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely love it. Just on the soundtrack and the music alone is just, and Guardians hits big for me. So number one, absolutely love it. And you know, Thor Ragnarok has a hammer of the gods, you know, and Jack Black singing that in School of Rock. It's a bit of Stevie Nicks, wasn't it? A bit of Stevie Nicks, hammer of the, I think so. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, if I've got that right. But absolute legend. Miley Cyrus and Stevie Nicks, Boom, there you go, that's a soundtrack for you to listen to. That's a wild one. But yeah, the music and the just the symphonies and the harmonies that exist in the MCU are just, they just wrap you and just swarm you, and it's just amazing. And just, yeah. And I will tell you, if you want something very interesting, something very awesome, something very, very fun and wild and I guess unique and like what's going to happen next, mind-blowing to sort of listen to and view and experience, MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, multi-fandoms, or just Marvel multi-fandoms, because they will get you. They are absolutely amazing. They are awesome. I've listened and watched and experienced quite a lot of Marvel or MCU multi-fandoms. They will blow your mind. They are done superbly. Yes, indeed. Get yourself some of those in your face, because they are awesome to experience. They are awesome to watch. And you can cover the entirety of the soundtracks on there, on all of them. Just get in there. It's Marvel mixed in with some blissful, beautiful, absolutely fantastic creations. You can't fault it. You cannot fault it. It is. So we've been talking quite a bit about the harmonies, the gospels, the musical bliss of the MCU, because there's a lot of musical bliss in the MCU, and that is what makes the MCU the MCU. And also alongside, I will get in close, I'll come in closer, also alongside the harmonies and the musical bliss is the visual bliss of the MCU, like Thor Ragnarok, as I've said, Guardians 1 to 3, the Avengers, let's see what else, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ant-Man Quantumania as well, and also the first Ant-Man when they sort of some just an Iron Man, Captain America, they've all got beautiful visuals, like Captain America Civil War when Steve and Tony are going at it and he's got the shield and he's blasted, absolutely beautiful visuals. Guardians of the Galaxy when they're just adventuring through space, 1, 2 and 3, just the cosmos and just all the realms. There's some beautiful visuals in there, alongside like Captain America Winter Soldier as well. There's some beautiful visuals in there, like the airship crashing down, and it's just, it's absolutely amazing. And of course the helicopter that Steve Rogers is grabbing, and he's got his muscles up there. I won't embarrass myself, but yeah, beautiful visuals. They're absolutely amazing. And of course Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man, there's some fantastic visuals in there when he's really small and he's rocking and rolling with Anthony, and he's underground and he's going through the caverns and he's seeing all the ants, and it's just amazing. Like, you just need to take a minute. There's some absolute, and like as I've said, Thor Ragnarok with the Valkyries and Surtur and everything, and Endgame and Infinity War. There's some beautiful visuals of all the stones. Doctor Strange. Oh my, Doctor Strange has some fantastic visuals in there. It is just amazing. Like the realm jumping through the portals, and when he goes up to the realm that's beyond time and beyond space, and he meets the Forbidden One, the Dark One. What's his name? I should know his name. And he comes to make a deal. I know his name. It's I know it. I do know it. But he goes to meet him, and he's here to make a deal, and some beautiful visuals in there. It's absolutely fantastic. I do know my Marvel, and to prove, I do know that the password that Doctor Strange receives is Shambhala. I do know it. I know his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's going to drive me insane. But yeah, some beautiful visuals, and of course Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, some fantastic visuals in there. Bruce Campbell, absolute legend. Mini pizza dough balls or mini pizza balls, absolutely delicious. But yeah, there's some good stuff in there. What else have we got? We've got some Spider-Man visuals. I know they're not part of the MCU, but the ones that go back to the Amazing Spider-Man #1 and 2, Andrew Garfield. I mean, I'm gonna class them as the MCU, even though they're not part of like the saga and stuff. But they are part. They're all part of the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But Amazing Spider-Man #1 and Amazing Spider-Man #2 has some fantastic visuals in there with the webs and the lizard and. Oh, it's just amazing. And the visual, spoiler alert, I will say it now, spoiler alert, if you've not seen The Amazing Spider-Man, the second one, if you've not seen it, then spoiler alert, cover your ears. But the scene right at the end when Gwen falls from the tower, when Harry's there as I think he's the Green Goblin, unless he's the Hobgoblin, but he's like turning, transforming into the Goblin because of the serum and everything. And there's just everything. It's a beautiful visual, and it just talking about it now just gives me goosebumps. And the web that he shoots, it's like, it's just amazing. Like, it's just absolutely amazing. There is some fantastic visuals in all of the Spider-Man movies. The Tobey Maguire ones, the Andrew Garfield, the Tom Holland ones. The visuals are stunning across the board. The MCU, the Marvel Universe, knows how to serenade you through the ears and serenade you through the eyes. It's absolutely amazing. And it's just so many wonders, and they did it so well. And there's so many other possibilities that have yet to come. Like, they've got so many awesome creations in the works, and alongside the X-Men universe has so many blissful, beautiful visuals. Like, I'm a huge fan of the X-Men. 1992, the X-Men. Absolutely, I watched out of that series. I watched that series constantly, and I love that they had so many epic heroes in there, so many epic villains, and it was absolutely amazing. Like, what I'm thinking is, hear it now, is they recreate the X-Men 1992 series in their own way, unless they do it scene for scene, but instead of it being animated, it's live action. So they do a live action series of the 1992 X-Men series, but it's live action, so you get real actors, real creators in there, get everything in there and just boss it and bring it to life. Because I know this isn't to do with the MCU, I know this isn't Marvel, but it is superheroes. It fits in the realm of superheroes. We're going to jump out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe for just a moment, and we're going to jump into the boys universe. We're going to talk about that. We will talk about that. We will journey to the realm of the boys. Now, if you don't know what the boys is, it is a graphic novel, a comic book about heroes, villains, superheroes. I won't get into that now, but basically my point is the boys has 3 series so far, right? The 4th season is coming this year. I cannot wait. Season 4 of The Boys is on the way. Absolute legend. Love some Carl Urban. Absolutely legend. He is... I love him. But anyway, they've got 3 seasons, 4's on the way, but they've also done, last year I think it was, unless it was the beginning of this year, but I think it was last year, they did a spin-off series, but it was in the boys' universe, so it was like, it was called Gen V, and if you've not seen it, it is well worth the watch. I mean, you don't really need to watch the boys really, but you do. I mean, because it does and it doesn't, so you can watch it by itself because you'll understand it and you'll know what's going on. But if you've seen the boys 1 to 3 as of now, it's better, but you don't need to. But I recommend it highly. But they have that, so it would be the X-Men franchise with a series off of the 1992 or however they wish like that. They did The Gifted as well. I watched that. That was absolutely amazing. That was set in the X-Men universe. That was set in the X-Men realm. So they did The Gifted. That was absolutely amazing. I might need to go back and rewatch that because I watched that a couple of years ago. Did it end? I think it ended in 2018 or 2019, but it was a few years ago now. I watched The Gifted from start to finish. Yes, please, more of that. Like, we like our MCU, we like our universes, but if there's like branches and segments that, like Loki season 1, there's segments and variants of it, that would be absolutely amazing. We might have to do a chapter 4 of the MCU. There's so much we could talk about, because I'm not gonna drive this one too wild, but we're getting there. So there may be a chapter 4 of the MCU universe, the MCU, the Marvel universe. There might be a chapter 4. If that's what you want to see, speak loud, speak proud. Leave a comment down below. Bring the mayhem. So what's going to happen now is we're going to leave this adventure here, because I was talking about The Gifted, I was talking about branching off, I was talking about Loki, and we're going to get into that more, if you do so truly wish, in part 4, because I'm excited, I'm happy, I want to keep this mayhem a-rolling, because it's going to be wild. And if things flow the way they flow, then in a few days, a week or so, sadly we're going to have to take a moment, just a moment, but we will return as we always do. We're not going anywhere. Yes, indeed. So next time we return on our adventure, we're going to talk about Loki season 1 and 2, The Gifted, and we're going to talk about different variants of how they could have been crafted, how they could have been created. They've got the main branch or the main tree as the branches stem out, branch off into different variants, different realms, different worlds. I would absolutely love to see that. That would be epic. We need this to happen. So if you want this to happen, speak loud, speak proud, thoughts, feelings, leave a comment down below, and come on over and be a permanent realm jumper, be a permanent realm explorer, come over and be a realmian. If you want to, the name probably needs work, but we want you to join this realm jumping empire. Come over and join this realm jumping empire. And the way you need to do that is hit the subscribe button so you won't miss a moment. Thank you kindly for joining us here today on this wild, crazy, insane MCU adventure. We will indeed be back if you wish to see more. I mean, if you don't, then we won't. But if not, we're going to be back. We're going to be back with some more MCU, because it is, and I'm on a high, an MCU high, because I'm rewatching the Infinity Saga from start to finish. I'm through, I'm flowing, but we're going to keep her rocking and her rolling, and we're going to keep her going with the Infinity Saga. I absolutely love it. So we will be back for a part 4. Unless you say otherwise, because your thoughts, feelings and opinions truly matter. If you don't want to see a part 4 of the MCU, speak loud, speak proud, leave a comment down below and we'll jump to a different realm. Indeed, we'll keep this adventure flowing, but if not, part 4 will be coming soon. Yes, indeed, we're going to bring that mayhem, we're going to keep it rocking, rolling, and we're going to keep it wild. Thank you kindly for joining us here today on this MCU, this Marvel realm jumping adventure. It has been epic, it has been awesome. I have been your host, Oscar Riedlin, as I always am. It is an honour and a pleasure and a privilege, always and forever. I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you kindly for joining us here today. If you did, if not, come on over and join us next time. I hope to see you there. Stay awesome, stay epic, always be you, because you're a true legend. Thank you kindly. And remember, keep it awesome and let that chaos reign.